John Oliver claps back at Jay Leno over late show cancellation, political comedy debate. Imagine a world where late-night comedy is a battleground for political ideologies, dividing audiences instead of uniting them. This is the crux of the debate between John Oliver and Jay Leno regarding the role of personal politics in late-night television. But here's where it gets controversial. In a recent interview with David Trulio, the president and CEO of the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation, Jay Leno took a strong stance against late-night hosts who inject their personal political views into their shows. Leno argued that such practices alienate half the... When asked if late-night shows should cater to both sides of the political spectrum, Oliver responded with a rhetorical question. Who thinks that way? Executives? He emphasized that comedy is inherently subjective and can't be for everyone. Some people try to play to a broader audience, which is completely legitimate, he explained. Others decide not to, which is equally legitimate. Oliver further clarified his position by referencing his own show. Last Week Tonight with John Oliver, he pointed out that while the show has a clear point of view, it often focuses on systemic issues rather than party politics. Recent episodes covered topics like gang databases, artificial intelligence, juvenile justice, and air traffic control. These stories aren't just about politics, Oliver said. They're about problems that affect everyone, regardless of political affiliation. The debate between Leno and Oliver comes at a time when the future of late-night television is uncertain. The cancellation of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert at CBS has sparked discussions about the role of political commentary in late-night comedy. CBS claimed the decision was financial, but some speculate it was politically motivated. This cancellation occurred shortly after Paramount settled a $16 million lawsuit with President Donald Trump over claims that 60 Minutes deceptively edited an interview with Kamala Harris. John Oliver expressed his sadness about the cancellation, noting its impact on comedy and the careers of those involved. He highlighted the importance of late-night shows in inspiring future generations of comedy writers. Stephen said he was hoping to hand this show over to someone else. Oliver said, "You hope that the franchise lives on partly because there are generations of teenagers watching those shows and deciding, maybe I'd like to be a comedy writer." In response to the cancellation, several TV hosts, including Anderson Cooper, Andy Cohen, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, and Jon Stewart, showed their support for Stephen Colbert by making cameos on The Late Show's July 21st episode. In a humorous take on the Coldplay Kiss Cam scandal, each star had their own hilarious reaction to being caught on camera in the show's audience. So, where do you stand in this debate? Should late-night comedians remain neutral, or is it acceptable for them to express their political views? Share your thoughts in the comments below. John Oliver versus Jay Leno, the late-night comedy debate. Late-night TV is a battlefield of opinions, and John Oliver isn't holding back when it comes to Jay Leno's take on modern comedy. But here's where it gets controversial. Leno recently suggested that today's late-night hosts, Oliver, Jon Stewart, Seth Meyers, and others, are too cozy with one political side, arguing they should aim to appeal to a broader audience. Oliver's response? A flat-out dismissal. "I'm going to take a hard pass on taking comedic advice from Jay Leno," he told The Hollywood Reporter, framing the debate as a clash between tradition and evolution in comedy. And this is the part most people miss. Oliver isn't just defending his style. He's challenging the very idea that comedy should be for everyone. Why does this matter? Let's break it down. Leno's argument hinges on the idea that humor should unite, not divide. He even claimed, "Why shoot for just half an audience all the time? Why not try to get the whole?" But Oliver pushes back, asking, who thinks that way? Executives? He explains that comedy is inherently subjective. Some comedians play it safe for a wider crowd, others don't. Both are valid. It's not about what you should do, it's about what people want. This isn't just a philosophical debate. It's a reflection of how late-night TV has shifted from neutral observation to a platform for political commentary. Jon Stewart, ever the sharp-tongued critic, echoed Oliver's sentiment, calling Leno's advice fucking ridiculous, and mocking the veteran host for his repetitive self-injuries. Meanwhile, the timing of these debates couldn't be more charged. Just days before the interview, CBS abruptly canceled Stephen Colbert's Late Show, a move tied to both financial struggles and the show's unapologetic criticism of Donald Trump. Trump himself seized the moment, claiming he might have played a major part in Colbert's firing. But analysts argue the real issue is simple. Viewers are leaving traditional TV for streaming, and networks are prioritizing profits over principles. And here's where the controversy deepens. Oliver isn't just focused on comedy. He's also addressing the elephant in the room: political interference. When asked about potential pressure from figures like Trump, Oliver said he doesn't waste energy worrying. "The moment that intrudes on our show, I will react very badly to it." But it hasn't. His confidence? It's backed by HBO's Golden Armor, a near-decade-long Emmy-winning streak for Last Week Tonight. "If that stops, we might be going away," he warned, emphasizing that awards aren't just trophies, they're leverage. They've always been important to HBO. "I'm massively grateful we've won them, and long may that continue. Please, I don't want my theory tested." So, what's the takeaway? Comedy's evolving, and so are the rules. But should late-night hosts prioritize neutrality, or is it okay to take sides? Is the future of the genre about ratings, or about staying true to a message? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment and let us know where you stand. After all, if Leno and Oliver can't agree, maybe the real question is, who gets to decide what comedy should be?